My friends, I know a lot of people are affected by COVID-19 and there's a lot of fear. So let's talk about dealing with fear. The most important thing about dealing with fear is to not let fear overwhelm you. So what does that mean? So imagine a ship sailing in the ocean. And you notice that the ship is surrounded by water, but it doesn't sink. Only when the water gets inside the ship does it sink. Right? So the water itself is not the cause of the ship sinking. It's only when the water gets inside, then the ship sinks. So in the same way, when we experience fear, it doesn't have to debilitate us, right? Because it's just an emotion, we're just experiencing it. It debilitates us only when we allow it to get inside, overwhelm us. So the question is, how do we experience fear without letting it overwhelm us? And I like to suggest you can do this in 3 steps. The first step is attending to the breath, which is simply bringing a gentle but total attention to the process of breathing. And it's as simple as it sounds. So just bring attention to the in-breath, to the out-breath, and the spaces between the in-breath and out-breath. It's as simple as that. So what does that do for you? I mean, the first thing it does is when you bring attention to the breath, obviously, you find that you breathe more slowly and more deeply, right? And then so you stimulate the vagus nerve, and by doing that, it calms you down physiologically. Another thing it does for you is that to be fearful, we need to be involved in worry and regret, right? So to be worried, or to worry, we need to be in the future. To regret, we need to be in the past. And so when you bring full attention to the process of breathing, we are in the present, not in the future, not in the past, and therefore we are not subject to worry and regret during that period, and because we're fully in the present, and therefore for that period we are free. We are not overwhelmed by fear. Also, think of it as like a flagpole, like a flag attached to a flagpole, and imagine the flagpole is firmly planted on the ground. When that happens, it's that no matter how strong the wind is, the flag will be like wavering, but the flagpole is firmly planted, then the flag is not going anywhere. In the same way, when even in the midst of a lot of fear and emotionality, if your attention is on the breath, you are grounded. And because you're grounded, you don't fly off. You don't get overwhelmed. So that's step 1, just attending to the breath. Step 2 is experiencing the whole body. So what does it mean? It's again as simple as it sounds. Just experiencing, this is the body. Why is that useful? Because the fear is experienced in the body, right? So when you are fearful, you have like you feel sick to the stomach, your chest is contracting, your face feels flustered, and so on, right? And then the tightness and the neck, and the shoulder, maybe the chest. When you so fear is experienced in the body, and so when you experience the whole body, when you're seeing it, what happens? There is a very nice Tibetan analogy, which is the moment you can see a river, you are no longer completely drowning. Right? Because you can see a river, the water level is here. It's just a little bit more and you're not drowning anymore. Right? So the moment you can see the emotions in the body, you are no longer completely under its control. And therefore you're no longer completely overwhelmed by it. So that's the power of it. So that's step 2, just experiencing the body. And step 3 is calming the body. Specifically, in the ancient text, the technical term they use is kaya sankhara, which is bodily formation. So what you're actually calming is whatever is formed by the body. And what is formed by the body? Tension, tightness, the feeling of sickness, the feeling of turmoil. And this is what we calm. We calm those bodily formations. And that's it. You just these 3 steps. You do these 3 steps, already you will be able to not be completely overwhelmed by fear. And for those of you advanced practitioners, I'd like to suggest 3 more bonus steps. The first bonus step is, so this comes after the first 3 steps. The first bonus step is seeing joy. So as an advanced meditator, you already know how to experience joy in meditation. You already know how to see it. So now the challenge is to see joy in the midst of fear. So all the emotionality happening, and you can still experience the kernel of joy. So try that. That is step 1. Step 2 is experiencing what is known as mental formations, chitta sankhara. So whatever is formed by the mind, just experience it. Why? Because it leads to step 3. Step 3 is calming of mental formations, the chitta sankhara. So whatever is created by the mind, right? The thoughts, the emotions, the turmoil, the fear, just look at it objectively and then just calm down. So that's it, my friends. I hope this is helpful. So 3 steps for everybody. Remember that. First is attending to the breath. Second is experiencing the whole body. And then calming the bodily formations, or calming whatever is formed by the body. And then bonus for advanced practitioners, 3 more steps. Experiencing joy in the midst of fear, experiencing mental formations, and calming mental formations. And I hope this has been helpful to all of you. Thank you for your attention, my friends.